Welcome to
to
Pit
Pit
Pod
Pod
Podcast.
Podcast.
A brand new F1 podcast.
Brought to you by two best mates.
Hello and welcome to Pit Pod episode 3. Today we've got Reece with me again, as always.
Hello.
Today's a bit of probably a short episode, but still providing the content for you guys. We're going to discuss our favourite races ever. Have a go through our Silverstone 2024 experience. We've done a full weekend together. Just discuss bits and bobs and expand on how Silverstone's changed over the years, stuff like that, and then we'll have a little F1 quiz because there's no racing again for another week.
Yeah.
What a pain in the backside that is. We're all waiting for it. Yeah, so we'll jump straight into it. Get ready for our favorite races ever. I think I'll go first with this one.
Yeah.
So I've got to give special mentions to Silverstone 2024.
Yeah.
We were there. We'll move on to it later, but probably one of the most special moments for any Lewis Hamilton fan or Mercedes fan to watch that here in person. That's a really special one. Sao Paulo 2021, Lewis overtaking 20 drivers in the entire weekend to come first. And although we didn't get the results at the end of the season, it's still a special race for us.
Yeah.
But the one I made a decision on was Canada 2011.
Okay.
So at the time, I was only 11, so it probably does sway it. But for context, 11-year-old kid sat in the brand new conservatory with his dad, both F1 obsessed, late night before school. So as we all know, the Canadian Grand Prix starts about 6-7 o'clock anyway, something like that. Sat in the conservatory with dad. The race starts. Sebastian Vettel's on pole, as we all knew, and then the rain hits. I think it's about 20 laps in, the rain hits. Unbelievable amounts of rain.
Yeah.
So race gets red flagged. All that sort of stuff. The drivers go back. Everyone goes into the pits. I think Vettel built quite a decent lead over Alonso because I think that was the first two in the qualifying. So it was lap 26 when it got cancelled, and then we get to lap 26, and the rain hits massive. 2 hour red flag. 2 hour red flag. So sat in the conservatory with dad. First time I've ever had microwave popcorn in my life. Dad was like, you know what? We'll whip out the microwave popcorn. You're in school tomorrow. You can stay up to watch this. So the 2 hours pass by as you get all the insights from Brundle and people like that. The race restarted, and this is where we move on to the reason it's my favorite race ever.
Yeah.
Apart from the other context, Jenson Button was involved in a little bit of a collision previous to the red flag. Because he brought out the safety car when he collided with Lewis before the red flag. So after the red flag, lap 37, Button's involved in another collision with Alonso. Button falls to last place. Drops all the way to last place. He went past You know what Button was like in the wet weather.
Mhm. Yeah,
Unbelievable,
yeah.
unbelievable. So on this amazing race, he makes his way back past Webber, Schumacher, all of them. You know, Alonso's
Mhm.
out and people like that, but he makes his way past everyone,
Yeah.
and then we get to lap 69 of 70 after waiting. I don't know. We were probably there for 4 hours watching this race. We get to lap
Mhm.
69 of 70, and Jenson Button's been closing the gap on Sebastian Vettel for like a solid amount of laps now.
Yeah.
Last lap of the race gets to I don't know what it is, what the corner's called. I think it's like the seventh corner. I don't know what corner it's called. Button's right behind Vettel. Can see him.
Mhm.
At this time, no, I don't know why. And sorry to this day, it still occurs. No one liked Red Bull because this. I think this was the beginning of the dominance era, or halfway
Yeah.
through their dominance era. Well, it would have been actually, wouldn't it? It was 2000, 2011, 2010, 2011, 2012. Yeah, so be about right.
Yeah.
It was their
Mhm.
dominance era with Vettel. So everyone was getting a bit fed up with Vettel. It was like Verstappen in 2023. You know, freaking 22 races out of 23 he won, or Red Bull won.
Yeah.
Vettel goes wide in the last lap. Button sneaks his way through in this McLaren, which is an absolute piece of crap at the time in the season, and goes to win from last to first.
Yeah.
And mate, honest to God, it was like England had won the World Cup final in my conservatory. Me and Dad erupting, Mum erupting, and Mum's not even that into F1. It was like honestly my favorite race ever by an absolute mile. And
Yeah.
I think it's probably helped by the fact that it always sticks with me for different reasons. But the race itself, I think I regularly watch the highlights of it and the full race at least once a
Yeah.
month. I can never
Mhm.
ever get
Yeah.
enough of it. Same for
Yeah.
Brazil 2021, like I mentioned, and Silverstone 2024. But Canada 2011 is just, it epitomizes what F1 should be. Racing in the wet, hard racing, pure skill. I think it's just
Yeah.
the perfect race to watch. Oh, special
Yeah.
mention as well to Turkey 2020 when Lewis Hamilton turned the intermediate tyres into softs because he was on them for that long.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites as well. It's got to be up there.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Um, for me, um, it's got to be um last year's Silverstone with
Yeah,
Lewis winning.
2024.
It's gotta that is got to be one of my favorite races. We'll touch on what it was like
Yeah, the
being
full
there.
experience.
Um, yeah, the experience there, but the race was just fantastic. In my opinion, the rain caused kind of like some questions, and
Oh yeah,
it was, we were there, so we were like, oh,
we were
what's going
there.
to happen? But we'll touch on that in a minute. Um, but you know, I think I believe everyone started on intermediates, I believe, for the start of the race.
Yeah, yeah,
Because obviously we did have some rain, and then the track started drying up. So everyone obviously dove into the pit, got the softs or the mediums on.
oh yeah, I
Not too
remember that.
sure when. I'm not too sure when everyone what everyone got on. Um, what was quite interesting is where me and Danny were sitting. We were able to see where the cars were coming into the pits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we were there. So we were on the last corner, weren't we?
yeah. In
We were on that
oh, Vale Bank.
Vale. That's it. Yeah. So we were on the last corner, so we could see the cars going in. And what was actually quite interesting was it dried out, and then it started raining again, didn't it?
Yeah,
And all you're seeing was Leclerc and Perez dive into the pit to put intermediates on, and everyone just went, "Ah, that's their race over. It's done." Because the track was perfectly fine for the whole race
yeah,
after
yeah.
that. Everyone stayed on the on the hard, medium softs, whatever they wanted to stay on. It was over for them too, but that's just the typical Ferrari strategy, that isn't it? So, um, but no, it was a really good weekend. It was a really good race. And when Norris came in, for that tire
Yeah,
change,
and he
and
left
then
Piastri
Lewis,
out.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and once Norris came into the pit thinking that he had a good lead in front of Hamilton, Hamilton just went straight past him
yeah, it was hammer time,
when he
wasn't it?
when he came out of the pits, and it was just such a good race, and
Yeah, because
especially
Hamilton pitted the lap before Norris, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because at the start of the race it was Russell and Hamilton 1-2,
yeah, because after qualifying, yeah, Mercedes
um,
won too.
and I believe it was Norris who was third.
I think so,
So
yeah.
that was the top three, um, and I remember on the first lap standing there watching it on the screen at Silverstone, absolutely shaken with fear, thinking,
They're gonna wipe each
please
other out.
do, yeah, please do not take each other out. Please do not do what I think you're gonna do. And they didn't, thank God. Um, but it was a good race. And I think it made it even more special was the fact that it was Lewis's last season with Mercedes,
Yeah, that'll hit you
and
harder than me.
well, yeah, and it also, he hadn't won a race in ages, and you
It
could
was
see
two
the
years,
emotion
wasn't it? Yeah.
as yeah, and you could actually see the emotion after the race that he was having. Like, he broke down
Yeah.
crying, and it just shows you, like, he's still got that winning mentality, and he still wants to, go out there and win. Um, but it was such an amazing race. A lot of people out there might say, "Oh, it was boring. It was this. It was that. There was no, like, there wasn't any, like, crashes or anything like that, or anything like that." But to me, it was just such a good race. I felt sorry for George as well,
And I was
being a
just about to
DNF.
mention that.
I did feel sorry for George being a DNF.
Well, if you
I
remember,
believe,
that had us on pins, like real pins, because we thought if
yeah,
was a water cooler failure or something like that.
mhm, yeah, it was something to do with the Mercedes. Something
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, and
Something
we were
failed.
all thinking. I remember you had Sky on your phone, and you were like, "Oh my God,
Yeah,
George
yeah,
is gonna
yeah,
fail. Yeah, Lewis's car
yeah,
is gonna fail."
yeah, yeah. But luckily it didn't. But it was a very, very interesting race. The weather the weather at Silverstone on that day for the race was, I think it was quite hard for the people doing the strategies,
Yeah, it was
in my
insane.
opinion. Because it was like, oh, the rain's coming back in again. So, oh, it's going to be here for like what, like 5 minutes. So is the track going to get wet again? Do we need to pull in? It
Yeah,
was
what
one of
do we
those. It
do?
was just, yeah, it was absolute chaos, I think, for the teams. But um, in my opinion, and I'm not, I might sound biased like saying this, but he deserved to win it.
No,
Hamilton
he did.
deserved to win it. I felt like I think Mercedes got the good strategy on there
Yeah,
by, bringing him in earlier, and then obviously they know that Norris has to come in, and he overtakes him, and then from there it's game over. Then no one's catching him. Um, I think I can't remember if excuse me, if Max overtook Norris at some point. Um, I
yeah.
think he
Max finished
overtook him.
second.
Yeah, Max finished second. I can't remember
I
where
I think
he
Max put
overtook
the
him.
hard tires on, remember, and Norris put the softs on. Lewis had
Yeah,
Lewis had
yeah,
mediums.
yeah.
Norris had soft to try and catch Lewis back up, and Max had
hmm
hard because that Red Bull, if you remember last year, was a machine on a hard tire.
Yes, yes, it was.
So
Yeah,
we
ah,
got
that,
panic on over Max catching Lewis up.
yeah, yeah. No, there's um there's a video, isn't there, of us? We've got filming Lewis going around
Yeah, yeah,
towards the final corner, and all you
yeah,
can hear is us going, "Go, go!" Shouting.
yeah. If we
Just
get
to
chance, I'll
get it.
post that on the
Yeah.
Pit Pod TikTok account. That'd be funny.
Um, so there was that video, stays rent free in my head, and I think why it's my favorite race mainly is because I was there and I
Yeah,
experienced it, and um, and then especially after the race, seeing him you know lift that trophy. But we'll speak
oh,
about
I
that
know.
in a minute. We'll speak about that in a minute.
Have you got any special mentions to any of the favorite races you've got? I
Any
think for
special
all of us
mentions?
that Brazil 2021 was. I think it'd be insane not to mention Brazil 2021. But have you got anything
um,
else?
well, yeah, Brazil, Brazil 2021, where he comes back from last, 100%. Got to be up there.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna shout out another one here. 2008, Brazil, when Lewis won his first championship.
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that.
When he
Is that
when he
Glock?
won
Is
his
that
first
Glock
championship.
going slowly?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's the famous saying. That deserves a mention, in my
It
opinion.
does actually. I didn't even think of that.
Um, I don't. Well, I didn't watch it because I was eight. I was eight then, so I didn't watch that. um, but I have seen like highlights of the race, and
Yeah.
obviously the main part I think everyone's seen is, is that block going slow, and I think,
And then the Cole Shirting are going mental in the garage.
yeah, 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 yeah. Obviously all the Ferrari boys as well, like hugging and
Oh
jumping up
yeah,
on each other,
yeah.
and then they look up at the screen and then realize Lewis is where he is to win the
Lewis
championship, and it's
gets
like,
fifth. It's fifth, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. Um, but um, I think I'm not too sure if correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think a lot of people might think of that as a bit controversy and go, did he go slow on purpose or was there actual
Well,
fault in the
that
car?
whole season had a bit of controversy in because there was the fella that's just taken over Alpine. Oh, I
Mm,
can't remember his name. That's going to escape me. Anyway, the fella that's just taken over Alpine, he was
mm,
involved in a scandal where it was called Crashgate,
right.
where someone crashed into Alonso. I think no, someone crashed into the wall. I can't remember who it was. Adrian Sutil crashed on purpose, and it ruined Alonso's race. I think Alonso would have won, and if he'd have won the race,
Mm,
he'd have been in shout with the championship. I think that's right anyway,
mm,
or mass whatever it was. He was involved in that anyway, so I think that whole season was a bit controversial, to be honest with you. And then you obviously
yeah.
have, I know Lewis was a rookie in 2007, and it's obviously a year older in 2008, but you'd have literally a rookie winning
Mm,
the
yeah.
world title. So I think it was all a bit like, oh my god. And like you say,
Yeah.
it's like Glock going slowly. That's it does seem a little
It's
bit
iconic.
suspicious.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I know. It's iconic, but then also you've got to obviously sit there and think,
Yeah, you've got to deep it.
mm, yeah, like, he got, Lewis got overtaken, and then, obviously the hopes and dreams of him winning the championship was like, over. And then you get that where it's like, oh, he's block is going slowly. It's like, are
I think what the
you going
killer is as
slowly?
well. I
Are
think
you going slowly because you don't like the other person, or is it that
yeah,
you just want Lewis
yeah.
to win, or you've put a bet on him to win, or something? Like, what's going on there?
I think the killer as
He,
well was Massa was Brazilian, weren't he? So for him
yeah, yeah.
to win his world title in Brazil would have been.
Hmm.
But now Lewis
Yeah,
isn't honorary Brazilian. He's got citizenship,
yeah,
hasn't he? So
yeah,
you know,
yeah. They
it
love him,
makes
don't they?
sense that they both got it. So
Yeah, they love him there, don't they?
yeah.
So,
Um, like you said before, your favorite race and one of my favorite races, Silverstone 2024. We're gonna discuss in a little bit of detail for you because I think it's nice to share our experience.
oh yeah.
While there's no racing for the weekend, and it's a little bit something different to people to listen to. Do you know what I mean? Um, we'll start off with our drive down. Had a bit of a
Yeah.
shambles. We drove down, got
Yes.
there early. Thought
Yeah.
let's check into the hotel.
Yeah.
No one was there.
Yeah.
We panic. take nothing to the track, end up standing up for what, 8 hours straight, doing a full
Yeah,
walk of the track. It's 5 kilometers, something like that,
yeah.
and then kind of sets off the vibe for the whole weekend. The weather was also the vibe for the whole weekend. It was
Yeah,
not warm
100%.
once. The whole weekend was not warm.
Yeah.
You hadn't packed a coat or anything waterproof.
No, I only had a hoodie. All I had
Exactly.
was just a hood. I just had a hoodie.
I had one coat that I
Um,
left in the car on the Friday.
yeah,
It was bloody, yeah. That the weather on that weekend was
yeah,
insane. So if we go back to Friday, we have to drive down. We have our McDonald's. We get to the hotel. We try to unpack. Doesn't work. So we go to the track, don't we? Now me and Reece got um the shuttle bus from Northampton Town Centre, which was quite good, wasn't it? Reece?
yeah. Hello.
Yeah, the shuttle bus was quite good from the town centre of Northampton.
Oh yes, yes.
It was quite a handy service, otherwise there's nothing else, no other way to get there. So
Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
it's quite handy actually. Um,
You know what else was handy?
go on.
Those scooters.
Oh, the little e-scooters in Northampton Town Centre.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're staying in Northampton Town Centre next year for Silverstone 2026, e-scooters and shuttle buses will be your best friend
yeah,
because it means you can get up 20 minutes later out of bed instead of 10 past 4 in the morning. It's 4:30 in the morning on a Sunday.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but
Park them
yeah,
outside your park them outside your hotel room, right? Make
yeah.
sure, hopefully they're still there and they haven't being taken to charge. And then just jump back on the same ones that you just used and get down to the shuttle bus.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
So Friday afternoon we had practice one and practice two, which was your first time seeing F1 cars on track. How was that when you first seen them?
Unbelievable. Um, it was it was a present, for me to go.
Yeah,
Um, and it was a present off me mum and dad, and they've both been to Silverstone, so they know what I was gonna see.
yeah,
Um, and they said it's a whole different type. It's completely different to what you see on TV.
yeah.
Um, and seeing the cars, in real life instead of on a screen, and actually hearing them with your own ears,
It's
it was unbelievable. I could not believe it. It was unbelievable,
a little bit
absolutely
emotional, I
unbelievable.
think. I think it's one of them moments where,
Yeah,
we took Beth and Alfie this year for the first time, and Beth got a little bit emotional. You follow the sport for so long, don't you?
yeah,
And then
mhm,
you see it in real life. It's like, we're lucky that we live so close to, sorry to take it to football, but we live so close to Everton and Liverpool. If
yeah,
we, and it's so accessible for us, if we couldn't do that, or if we could only watch on the television
mhm,
and go once in your life or twice in your life, imagine how unbelievable it'd be to see it in person.
yeah,
So that's the
yeah,
vibe you
exactly.
get when you first go to your first F1 race.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
100%.
yeah. So we've seen practice one, practice two.
Yeah,
We made a big
that
error
was the.
which wasn't explained to us. We went back to our hotel to check in,
Yeah,
which we had to
mhm,
do because otherwise we'd have had no room for the night.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
We would have
and
to
we
sleep in the car.
Yeah, we thought we'll get changed, get ready, go freshen up because if you don't know, at Silverstone at night time becomes a bit of a festival.
Yeah.
So me and Reese wants to go back to watch Stormzy. We get changed, go back to go
Mm.
and get the bus. Halfway there, I go, "Oh, hi, Reese. They stop at 6:30. At this point, it's 6:30, and we've literally just left the hotel room. So
But
if we skip over Friday night because all me and Reese done was go to Nando's and Weatherspoons and go and drink ourselves to oblivion.
yeah, well, the one thing that I want to add about Friday is it would have been my first time seeing Stormzy, so
Yep,
that would have been quite good. But then also, I'm glad we didn't go because it was pissing down with rain.
I do remember that actually. Yeah, we got poured on going to Nando's, didn't we?
Yeah, We were on those scooters going to Nando's, and we got absolutely drenched.
I know. And
And then we
for
went to
context, if
Weatherspoons.
people, if obviously me and Reece are obviously in a brand new town centre, we've got no idea where we're going.
Yeah,
We don't know what's there. And to be honest with you, it was quite dead, wasn't it? I know it's a bit of a
it,
uni town, but even though the racing was on, it was still quite a dead town. So I'd definitely do
yeah,
my research before I went there again, like if I was staying in Northampton town centre.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
100%.
yeah, but as we all know, if you've been the race before, Saturday morning means another early start.
Yes,
So it was
yeah,
what 5:30 on Friday, and I think it was 6:30 on the Saturday. We got breakfast in
yeah,
our hotel for the first time.
yeah. And it was nice. It
I
was
know it
it was
was
quite
good.
good,
It was
actually. Yeah,
first and
yeah,
only time.
yeah. It was nice.
And then we headed down to get the bus again, didn't we? And what was on that
Yeah.
day? It was just qualifying, wasn't it? And a couple of the
Practice.
F2 and F3.
Yeah, it was practice three in qualifying, and
Oh
then
yeah,
it was the I think it was the F2 qualifying, I think, or was that?
yeah,
Yeah,
F2 and F3 qualifying. I think so. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Um, Saturday was good though. Saturday was really good. I'll tell you something though, guys. If you ever go to Silverstone, the scran in there. Oh, we didn't mention this about the Friday when we got there, right? We got these like what were they? They were
on the
like
Friday.
chicken. Yeah, we got food from there on the Friday, and it
Oh,
was like
I can't
chicken
remember
with
the
like
Friday. The food on Friday.
well, it was like it was like these pieces of chicken, um, crispy like barbecue chicken with a bit of mayo and some crispy
Oh, I do
not crispy.
remember them. I do remember them. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
really good.
and the spring onions on top, they were amazing, literally. And then Saturday, what did we have on Saturday? What
Well,
was it?
before we move on to the food on Saturday,
Yeah, okay, go on.
we we had to move on. We got to today. The Saturday we actually brought our camping chairs, which is a
Oh yes,
must
yes, we did.
for
It
anyone
is a
that goes to Silverstone. You have to take your camping
100,
chairs,
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
especially if you
bring an umbrella
obviously if
too.
you're general admission.
Bring an umbrella.
Yeah, umbrella and camping chairs. If you're general admission, umbrella, waterproof, sun cream, and camping chairs, the four most important things you can
Yeah,
have. It makes no
yeah,
sense, but you have to bring them. Obviously, if you're in a grandstand or something like that, you don't need chairs. But even if you're in a grandstand, you still need waterproofs, sun
yeah,
cream, and an
yeah.
umbrella.
Yeah. You never
Um,
know what the weather's going to be like at Silverstone. You never know.
no, it's a big airfield, isn't it? It's just a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Because when we got down to the track, when the race finished, it was boiling.
I remember
It
that.
was
Yeah, on the Sunday
absolutely
we'll get to that. Yeah.
roasting. Yeah. Yeah, but we'll
Um,
get to that in a minute.
Saturday we had the repeat of the chicken
Oh, yes. Yes, we
in the
did.
morning. I think we had it for like a light brunch.
Like brunch, yeah.
Um, and then
I
I
remember
think
what
we
we,
had dinner, which was salt
I
and pepper
remember,
chicken.
um,
Sure, we had salt and
no,
pepper chicken and chips.
no, it wasn't. That
Was that
was
on a Sunday?
Sunday. Yeah. So what we actually had on Saturday for dinner is once everything was done,
Oh, it was
um,
post qualifying, wasn't it? After George and Lewis
yeah,
got 1 and 2, yeah.
yeah. So after everything was done, we went back to we went to the main stage because the entertainment was on.
Oh,
So
Pete Tong and his Ibiza
yeah,
orchestra. That was, oh my
yeah.
god.
So we were obviously at this point we were able to stay there longer because we didn't have to go back to the hotel and check in like what
Yeah,
we made that mistake on Friday. So we were able to stay there longer on a Saturday night
yeah,
and enjoy the actual entertainment, and it was really good.
yeah. Final
And
bus was at 11:30, weren't it? So we could
yeah,
have a bit
yeah,
of time.
yeah. So I sat there and I said to Dan, I went, "Oh, you hungry? You want something to eat?" And he went, "Yeah." And I went, "Oh, that place over there, that little vendor bit over there looks nice, right? I'm telling you now, guys, right? It was a mini roast dinner in a big Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah,
Yeah, literally, it was like a mini. What? Well, it was like a toad in a hole, wasn't it? It was
it
like what
was.
was it? Sausage mash, peas, gravy, and a big square Yorkshire pudding, and it was all in the Yorkshire pudding, and it was amazing.
It was
That was
really good.
Saturday's dinner. Yeah, that was Saturday's dinner.
Yeah, the entertainment, as I said, the festival at Silverstone's unbelievable. It was really good this year as well. Um, But yeah, the food at Silverstone, there's so much to offer. Like it doesn't matter what you like,
Oh yeah.
you're definitely gonna
Yeah.
eat something while you're there.
Yeah.
Um,
There's so many options.
there's so many options. So
It
we
is
get
it is a bit pricey, but obviously Silverstone I think
yeah,
set
it's
those
gonna be in
prices.
it. It's a niche market.
Um, but I'll tell you what, guys, it's so worth it if you go and just try and find somewhere that you think is nice, try
Yeah.
it, and you'll be like, especially that chicken place, I couldn't get over it. Couldn't get over that chicken
Well, we
place.
had,
I
if you
still want.
remember, not this year. We weren't allowed to take alcohol in this year, but last year we were. We had 6 cans each. So
Yeah, we were able to take six in.
yeah,
Yeah.
me by the time it was like 6:30, me and Reece were needing bed
Oh
because we
yeah,
were
I
buying
think.
alcohol in there and also drinking what we had. So we had a bit of a boogie and a dance to Pete Tong's Ibiza Classics, which was unbelievable, by the way.
Yeah, it was great.
Ibiza Classics played on an orchestra. Um, we got our late
I
bus
think.
back at half 11, like about 11:30, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then because we were general admission on the Sunday, we wanted to get track access, didn't we?
Yeah,
So 4:30 on Sunday morning, guys. If you're general admission, this is the grind you got to go through. 4:30 on Sunday morning, me and Reese are up, washed, dressed, camping chairs and bags on back, and out the door of the hotel,
yeah,
ready to go down to the bus, which started at 5:30.
yeah,
For a bit of context, me and Reese paid between us. It was about £200 on fast track access as well for the full weekend,
yeah.
um, which was definitely worth it in the end
Mhm.
because
You did.
the queues on Saturday and Sunday were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Um,
You paid for the qualifying. And we got good seats for the qualifying.
yeah,
I
we
think.
did.
And then I paid for the race. I
Yeah,
paid for
because
the
then we
Sunday.
wanted to get Vale Bank, didn't
Um,
we?
and when on the Sunday morning, once we got to the track and we see in the queue, I was standing there going, "I'm so glad. I'm so glad we bought these
It
tickets. I'm
was
so
insane,
glad we
wasn't
bought
it?
these fast track tickets." Because this guy just like we heard this guy shouting saying like, "Oh, has anyone got fast pass?" And me and Dan just skipped this massive queue. We're walking past
Yeah, and
everyone
that's at
looking
like
at them
bear
going.
in mind that's at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm like that with my phone showing everyone like,
Yeah, we got fast track.
like, like, yeah, it was
Um,
great. We just literally walked in. Someone checked our bags. We had, to be honest, we bought so much alcohol for the weekend, didn't we?
yeah,
We
we actually
drank,
stuffed
we
more than
drank.
6 in on the Sunday.
I think on Saturday, I don't think we took six on Saturday. I think we took a
It was
little
the
bit
Friday
more.
we took less. We took 6 on the Saturday, and then we took even
Yeah,
more on
yeah.
the Sunday.
But I think we took all of it on the Sunday,
Yeah.
right? And I'll tell you what, yeah, right. Me and Danny were standing there going, "Oh, right, we're panicking a little bit here because our alcohol might be taken off us." We see this security guard, right, opening the like literally he's just opening the bag, opening it like that and going, "Yeah, you're all right." He's not even
Yeah,
like moving
I
or
think it
anything
was
like
because
that,
you pay for
right?
fast track. You trust you more.
Yeah,
They're not like you're not
yeah.
like scumbags in their eyes.
No, no. So I said to I said to Danny, I went, "Oh, I'm going over to him. I'm going over to him. I just put me jumper over the fucking bag of beers, and then all he done is he opened it, moved me jumper a little bit, and went, yeah, there you go.
I
I was like,
know.
yes, I'll in a bit. And then I'll tell you what, Sunday Sunday morning, once we got into the track, was absolutely mental, right?
It was insane, wasn't it?
And Danny will tell you what we had to do, right? Because we went the wrong way.
Yeah,
Go on, Dan.
I took
Tell him.
Reese the wrong
Tell him.
way. I took Reese to inner track by accident because I thought that was the way to Vale Bank. So it was a nice leisurely walk to inner track that we had. And then all of a
Well, yeah.
sudden, this leisurely walk became a sprint,
Yes.
racing
Yes.
other people to get to Vale Bank because we wanted
We
to get on
absolutely,
the track for that
we absolutely, yes.
podium ceremony.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were lucky to get to inner track, and a lot of people don't get chance to go on and that type of thing. There's like 300,000 people
Yeah.
there over the weekend. There's only a certain amount that get to go on the track, and we were lucky enough to get it.
hmm
Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Vale Bank was a good experience. We got a nice little breakfast balm, but that was extortionate. That was like £14 for a sausage butty.
Oh, bloody hell.
Um,
Oh, no, I almost fell off my chair.
I remember that.
I almost
And
fell
then
off
we
my
got
chair.
salt and pepper chicken for dinner before the race.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
I went on a run hunt
oh
for
yeah, for the umbrellas.
umbrellas, and luckily I found the last two
Yeah,
for
I
us.
remember that, yeah.
Um,
I've still got that. I used that last year. How about this year, sorry.
I've still got mine as well. I've still got mine. Yeah,
Um,
I've still got mine.
we then watched Lewis become nine-time Silverstone race winner.
Yep.
And then, as Reece mentioned before, we got on the track and it was just unbelievably hot. It rained all weekend, and
Yep.
it sounds a bit stupid on the television. They say, track temperature 45 degrees, and in Britain you're like, no way. But it's so
Mm,
deep and dark, and what it's
yeah.
made out of, and
Mm, yeah.
the tarmac it's made out of, it's just so deep and dark. It just holds the heat like there's nothing else there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Reese were literally sweating. We were there for what was it, an hour and a half,
yeah.
waiting for Lewis,
Wait for Lewis to come out. Yeah.
and eventually he did.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people kind of like starting to go like, oh, giving up hope. And
Yeah, but we couldn't. We couldn't give up.
yeah, I know. I was the exact same, but you know what? I'm glad I didn't turn around and go. I'm so
No,
glad
it was
because
100% worth waiting.
we were so close to him.
We literally could have touched them. That's how close we were to him. It's one of the best experience. Like, probably one of the if the not one of the best weekends of my life. Um,
Oh, no, no.
to finish up on the context of the whole weekend, we did go to Wetherspoons after the race instead of staying to watch Rudimental, and we did do 4 pitchers of cocktails and about 18 plates of mini small dishes of Wetherspoons because we hadn't eaten or drank for about an hour, but we just felt
hmm
fat.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the in context of the whole thing, I I've stayed on site now, so I'd definitely recommend staying on site more than staying in Northampton. Staying at
Yeah.
Silverstone was much easier, but I still enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the back and forth to the track and stuff like that. The traffic's just a bit of a pain; it does waste your time, and
hmm
you've got to get up a
Yeah.
little bit earlier and stuff like that. But I think as a
hmm
context of the whole weekend was just unbelievable.
Oh yeah. No, 100%. It was such a good weekend.
It was,
Definitely, 100%. It's definitely up there as one of the best weekends I've ever had.
100%.
Um, and I've got to admit, I've had some good weekends. With 10 and 18 or whatever like that, and going out and everything
Yeah,
like
and
that. But
holidays and stuff like that.
yeah, that is never. Well,
I'd
it could
definitely say
get
it's an
top.
experience, even if, I mean, you're not going to be watching this if you don't like F1, but to tell you any of your F1 mates that don't like any of your mates that don't like watching F1, it's definitely something to do anyway. Even if you bring them along,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. It's one
Is
of the best experiences anyone could ever do.
Yeah. I know we're going a little bit off topic. What's one race that you'd love to go to?
I've always said Hungary, but I now want to go to Texas.
Hmm. Okay. Not bad.
I think Texas would be unbelievable. What
Yeah.
about you?
Not a bad. You know what? Might be a bit boring, but Spa.
Nah, Spa's good though.
Yeah.
Spa's
Yeah.
very countrysidey and like proper
hmm
OG F1 fanish. Like that's the
Yeah.
vibe I get.
Yeah. Spa.
You can't go wrong with Belgium. Belgium just seems like a nice place. Nice chocolates,
hmm
nice
Yeah.
fries.
Yeah.
What more do you
Definitely.
want? Speaking of Belgium, should we move on to the quiz? I know that makes no sense, but I know Max won a sprint race this year. So
I
should we go on to
was
the
about to
quiz about
say.
Max Verstappen?
Yes. Yes.
Finish
So
up this
as
pod
everyone
because
knows, yeah.
we need to.
So as everyone knows, we do a quiz at the end of this. So it's my turn this week. Last week we did one on Lewis Hamilton, and I got them all right. So hopefully
Well, I
Dan
doubt
can
that's
do
going
the
to be the
same.
case for me because I'm not a massive. I mean, I don't hate Max Verstappen, but I'm not a Max Verstappen fan. So I doubt I'm going to get them
Yeah, yeah,
right, all of them. But I'll have a
yeah,
go.
yeah. We'll have a go. We'll have a go. So, first question.
Yep.
So, where was Max's first win?
Max's first win.
Yeah. So if you want me to, I can give you I can give you three options if you want.
Right, I'll take the three options on this question.
Right.
Is this like Who
Okay.
Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yes. So 1 second. So was it Spain, Silverstone, or Monaco?
It's got to be Spain.
It is Spain.
Yep. See, I wouldn't have said
Okay.
that. I'd have guessed at Belgium, but
Yeah. So what age was Max when he debuted in F1? Do you want the options again, or
no, was he not 17?
he was 17? Yeah.
Right. See, I got that one. Got that one.
Yeah. So if you need options for any of these, just let me know.
Yeah, yeah.
So in which year did Max Verstappen make his yeah, so in which year did Max Verstappen make his Formula One debut?
Oh, he's been going for a while now. Has he been going? Is he 27 now? Has he been going for 10 years?
Yeah. So what year? So obviously you
Uh,
could probably get this one right if you think about
his
what age he
age.
was when he debuted to try and figure out like that.
I think
So you
he's
got
27. Now, I might be wrong, but I think he's 27. So I'm going to go 2015.
you're correct. Yep,
Oh,
2015.
clutch that one out of
Yeah.
nowhere there.
All right. So second to last question: who was Max Verstappen's idol growing up?
Oh, I gave you this question last week. That's why you give it to me.
Yeah.
Idol. It's not going to be Senna.
Mhm.
Is it Prost?
No.
It's not Prost.
No.
Is it Senna?
What was the? It's Senna.
Oh, it's everyone's just Senna. I thought I'd go out there
Yeah.
and be
Yeah.
a bit out there,
Yeah.
but oh well.
Yeah. It's
To be
Senna.
fair,
So
he is up there with the greatest. So
yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. So last question, and this is a hard one to be honest.
so this
This
is
is a very hard
impossible.
one.
I did give
So
you a hard one last week, but you got it right.
yeah, but
But I give you a
that was
hint.
Lewis. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I don't even know how I'm going to give you a hint for this one to be honest.
Can I have? Is it a multiple choice? Can I have multiple choice? And I can guess
Um,
maybe,
I, I, I can give you multiple choice.
but it's not
You
going to
have
help.
to. Well, you never know. You never know. It could help.
one out of
If
one out
you.
of three is better than one out of however many million.
Yeah, true. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. So what I'll do then is I'll give you three choices.
Yep.
Okay. So, which car and class did Max Verstappen win in 2015? Okay.
Yeah. So I've got no
So
chance. So I've got to guess.
so option one. Okay. Super KF World Championship, KF1 World Championship, or KZ1 World Championship.
That is impossible to know unless you're a super Max Verstappen fan.
Yeah, I got this off the internet, by the way, guys.
Yeah, Reece isn't also a Max Verstappen super fan. We
No,
we have got we
no,
have got these quizzes planned for each other.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the third option, KZ1 World Championship.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's correct.
Yes, yes. It
It's
just
correct.
sounded the best.
Yeah, it's correct.
It just sounded
Um,
the best.
yeah, I'm not too sure if any of the other two are even a thing, to be honest. So I haven't got a clue. Um,
Well, even if they're not, I still got it right.
you did, but we're not really bothered about Khan, are we? I'm just joking. No, you got those questions right, so well done.
Right. Well, I think that brings us to the very end of the podcast.
It does. Yep.
So, if anyone's there, thank you very much for listening again. I know we waffled a bit this episode, but there's
Yeah,
no
we did.
racing. Let's have a
Mhm.
bit of fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
Next week will be a bit more
Yeah,
entertaining,
next
and
week we're back on the racing talk, aren't we? And the
yeah,
F1 talk.
it, it
It's race week, isn't it? So,
yeah.
yeah.
Next week it'll be next week and the week after will be
Yeah,
I think
100%, especially the week
the
after.
good ones. Yeah, there'll be loads of talking points that
Yeah.
we'll be able to talk about,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So, thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been Pit Pod episode 3. We're still
Yeah.
going. We're never going away. We will see you on the next one.
Yeah. See you later,
See
guys.
you later, guys.